Well, hello everyone. It is July 31st, 2025. So once again, over 100 degrees out before it's even 12 o'clock in the frickin' afternoon. Because there's yet another extreme heat warning. For some places they're going to get up to 116 degrees today with humidity. So I can't even go out to the garden or walk anywhere early in the morning because it's already 100 degrees. So, this is episode 9 of Let's Play Final Fantasy Type 0 HD on the PC. And we are, I have to double check, but we've been doing some secret training with all the different characters once a day in between episodes. So in this case, if you see everybody suddenly jump up levels, that's normal. That's what secret training does for you. I see your training was a smashing success. Well done, Cadet. Keep training hard and may the crystal guide you. Trained with level 43 Kusabi. Trained with level 27 Ron and went up a level. Level 42 Inari. Level 28 Yano. Level 30 Hishao. So not a full session thingy. But I think I mentioned in the other video where I mentioned secret training, on the PSP you could just train infinitely. On the PS4 and the PC, which is just the PS4 port, I think, then ported again to the PC, it maxes out at 24 hours and 1 minute, or maybe 25 hours. So you can only do 12 training sections, no matter how long you're away from the game. So right now, Ace is our highest level at 32. Machina and Rem are both level 31. Who am I playing right now? King is level 19. We have Jack at level 28. So yeah, our lowest level characters are still level 18 currently. Well, and Queen, who's level 17. But our main guys, mostly Ace, are in the level 30s. And then I have to go all the way to the Crystarium to double check. But for Ace to get the Hanafuda deck, we only need to do a kill strike on around 50 more, or a little less than 50 more enemies. So we're gonna save the game here. Wait, I should be doing a secret training. Hold on, I'm being dumb. Assignment! Queen, get out here! Queen can do some secret training while we are on the main menu replaying missions, because we are going to get Ace the Hanafuda deck by doing the infiltration of Iska once again, which I think I might have not been recording when I was just replaying those missions over and over again. So, infiltration of Iska, we can keep it on cadet level. Oh wait, yeah, let me check our actual count that I need. History. Historical personnel. Killsights. Okay, yeah, he's got 247. So we're gonna replay once again infiltration of Iska. And then once he's got Hanafuda, we should be able to breeze through the epic expert trial that I've failed so horribly at so many times. Everybody in. Don't need to change equipment. Don't need to care about that. Peace. Let's bring in Queen again to get some extra training. Okay, so level 17. Who else is our lowest level? 7's level 18. Go ahead and accept this. I don't even know how much SP we have at this point, but it's a lot.
Class 0, beginning mission.
But if you're trying to train everybody's kill strikes to get their
Unit 13 here.
really good weapons, infiltration of Iska is a really good one because the flans are very easy to get a kill strike on.
Do you copy? There's a drain valve just up ahead.
Oh, I finally remembered what button.
Water out of the waterway.
She's the weapon. It's a L1.
The locations are on your map.
If you're playing with actual mouse controls, it is probably left mouse button, I think. So, just for the record. If I ask, I can't remember,
We'll
you
take
just
care
shout
of the
that in the
surface
comments.
unit.
It will.
Class 0, just follow the plan.
We're just ignoring them because we're just here to kill monsters. So that is 149. $250. And for kill strikes and break sites to pop up for anybody who may or may not buy this game to play it themselves, you have to be locked onto the enemy to be able to actually get the queue and activate
Sorry to
it.
have kept you.
But yeah, Flonnies, literally just gotta wait for them to do a lunge attack and not get distracted by anything. And, guys, never mind, they insta-killed him with Blizzard right when I was gonna get that. Okay. I don't know if that one counted. I think that was just a regular Reaper Terran effect. Do I see a Flon? I do. Let me run up here before somebody can cast Blizzard on it. So that's 251.
I'm here now.
$252. Something I learned from an old Game Facts guide last night is when you lock onto an enemy, they are more likely to actively target your active leader. And when you've got 3 people in your party, the other 2 party members that you're not actively controlling only take half damage enemies, and they also use 1/3 the MP and AG costs when they're using magic and abilities. So some people in later gameplay
That's the controller.
playthroughs, and when they're at a higher level, will
2 more locations.
literally just have their level 99 something characters. I think that was 253 maybe? I might have hit that a little bit too late. They'll just have their little baby character as their player character, escorted by some level 90s who just spam
We won't last
Ultima.
long. Hurry!
Which we'll probably get sooner rather than later, because you get Ultima when you have 150k total SP earned. So 254. $255. Nope.
I'm here to help.
Maybe I should have put this on Officer so that we could not insta-kill the enemies I'm trying to kill streak. 256. $257.
Enemy movements are beyond expectation. Hurry,
I don't
position
know why I
the
thought there
magic
was an
site.
item over here. $258. That did say miss, so I'm not sure. That one I know was just a regular Reaper Terran effect. For anybody who might have missed it, I have his 200 kill strike weapon equipped, which is Reaper's Turret, which gives him plus 48 attack. Wow, and also has a chance to instantly inflict death on any enemy that obviously doesn't require a break sight, or sorry, a kill strike to kill them in particular, which a lot of the later bosses will have that as a requirement. So when you have the death spell on a weapon, you have a chance to insta-kill an enemy, which is what happens when you hear that kind of crashy sound effect. It's the same thing that happens when you do a kill strike, but it doesn't count towards a kill strike. So that is 259. Gonna cast Cure because I've been poisoned.
No.
260. Come on now. 261. 262.
Only one more location. Keep going.
This is Unit 13. What is Class 0 doing?
These guys are so impatient. But yeah, when I get Hanafuda and about 40 more kill strikes, Ace will get plus 50 inch strength and double XP modifier. Oh, where's the drain thing? Which way did I go? Okay, so I do gotta go this way. Is this literally just the way I came? I've not been looking at the map, I've just been looking at the monsters I took. Okay, yep, I'm going the wrong way. But we're not exactly trying to get a good grade on this, so it doesn't matter. We're just here to kill monsters. Let's go this way. Yeah, I have missed a drain valve. Okay, so we gotta look for a drain valve. This mission's so quiet, I didn't realize that there's no music playing when you defeat all the monsters.
I'm here to help. Call.
First, you will need to set the magicite.
Yes, I know.
Check the map to find the devices.
We're just kind of backtracking right now, because I've apparently epically failed at turning the drain valves. I must admit, these are some really well put together sewers. They're very big. You learn so many interesting, fun things just from doing research for writing. Like Rome, yes, they used lead pipes, but they used lead pipes because it was a very easy to shape metal that they had plentiful in their soil, but they also used clay and ceramics and stuff. And rich people could have brass pipes, brass plumbing pipes in their houses. Where is the drain valve? Oh, this is literally already drained. I don't even need the drain valve. I was just looking at the fog. So yeah, that was just an extra 5 minutes of nothingness for no reason. Whoopsies.
They broke into our lines!
Okay. Nope, there's no down there. You just need to go this way.
That's the last one. Quickly, position the magicite.
Yeah, I'm still in academia, and I remember to preserve my hour times. Because if I leave again, that's another 6 hours. Because I made the mistake on my other episode of saving outside academia while I was attempting to do the expert trial, when I should have just kept my save game still inside academia. to preserve the option of
Magicite in place.
going out.
Now head for the enemy's central
So
command.
now I have a minus 6 hours, no matter what else I do, because I left
Launching
and came
support.
back. Unfortunately. The project manager has joined us in combat. Where are we going now? Okay. This is so quiet when we don't get the spooky music. I lost count of what we were on. I don't know if I can check it on this.
The success of this operation depends on you.
So, we're just gonna guesstimate that we're on like 260 or something.
Stop! Who's there?
We have no choice. We'll have to force activate the magicite.
I don't think either of those
The tower
counted.
has exploded. The town's power is out.
Good job, Queen.
There are now only a handful of troops in the central command.
Well, we're definitely gonna get a really bad score on
Occupy central
time
command
on this one,
before
because
the
I wasted so
power
much
comes
time
back
wandering
on.
around, because I didn't notice that
Sorry,
the
I'm
fog
late.
was not water. Nice one, Trey. Or rather, whoever that is. Come here, Flan.
Ask Central Command for backup! I can't.
Don't know if I hit that one close enough.
Down since we lost
We'll
power.
assume that's 261.
Damn it! So that's what they were after.
Hey, it's Ichigo! Yeah, you might net some familiar voices in this game, even just as extras, because the guy who is Ichigo Kurasaki's English voice actor is just one of the random extra Imperial Trooper voices. Also, Deuce's English voice actor is the voice actor for Marinette and Chang in Miraculous Ladybug. I feel like there was somebody else that sounded really familiar, but I can't remember. While you're waiting for the water to drain here, these guys are mainly just drain and harvest and all that stuff. They're not as easy to get kill strikes on them. And they can poison you, but if you're poisoned, you can just heal, because I think it does just percentage based. I can't remember. So 263, we'll say. 264. 265. 266.
It's hard enough just dealing with the monsters. Fire! Until you're out of ammo!
267. I hope the volume is a little bit better this time, because before Hatsukamene's little kupo was so loud it was sending echoes through the recording.
Below! They're below us!
Oh, that was a fail. We have Tomi Watanabe.
Those filthy red rats are crawling around the sewers.
We're just gonna blizzard these guys. What too crowded. Purple Bandoma. We're getting a lot of this.
No.
Nope, that was not a kill. Where you at? Oh. Don't know if they're counted. That one definitely did. Wow, this fog is really messing up pieces here. Having all kinds of issues with the controller. That one was not budget. How many of these things do I got? 40 first aid kits, 25 fortified rations, 24 combat rations. Nice. We've searched almost 100 surrendered Imperial troopers.
Call.
Wrong button. Oh well.
Here to help.
That was not a kill streak, I know that. But I think we're on 266, 267, somewhere thereabouts.
Let's get them!
No, I don't think that was one. It's the only bad thing about Reaper's Turret is it makes it a little harder to know if you're landing the kill strike correctly, but at least against enemies that talk, like these guys, they'll give that dramatic little grisly yell when they die from a actual kill strike. So like that one, I don't think as well.
Sorry, I'm late.
They'll yell a little bit more dramatically when they die to actual kill sites instead of just the death effect on the Reaper's Turret. Oh, I should have hit that one. Oh well.
What will you do with me? Surround them! Broke through? Stall them! Just stall them!
Can't tell if that was a kill strike or not. That one's not.
Let me help.
The Militesi camp is just up ahead, Kubo.
There's not much time before they have power.
flank them? Nope, there's not any.
Take out their commander immediately!
Show the Reds the savagery of war! What's going on?
I got all the troops on high ground. So that guy was a kill strike, so I think that's 268. That was cool.
Nearby units! This area must not fall! Those rats defeated
And that's another thing of Reaper's Terror, or any weapon that has a death effect, can insta-kill bosses, no matter how much health they've got.
Mission complete.
So it is good if you're just trying to breeze through a mission, but if you're trying to get specific types of Phantoma or anything, not very good for that. You get different Phantoma types based... Oh, we still got an A, even though our playtime was a C, because that took 20 minutes. Oh well. We got almost 6,000 gil and 654 SPP. I'm not sure what our total SPP count is so far. Got an other, save your progress, yes. So we know we did not get Ace up to the 300 count, because he did not get Hanafuda from that. Let's check. See how off his counter was. I think we're at 268. Aha, I was close. So, 268. So let's go ahead and let's do Kezia Diversion is an expert trial, which we might be able to do a little bit better now, but I'm not sure how many enemies are actually here. Let's go ahead and do Capture of Tokura. So we have 268.
The initial phase of the Dominion's retaliatory campaign saw a string of successes, thanks to Concordia's aerial support and the highly effective ghost operations of the Cadet Auxiliary Forces. With mounting defeats, the Imperial Army was forced to pull back. Even in Togorev, to where Class 0 was deployed, Imperial troops were gradually beginning to withdraw.
Class 0, beginning mission.
At present, the main army is being deployed from all directions to take back the stronghold.
269.
Class 0, commence attacking from the
That was
south.
not...
Draw
that's too
enemy
far away.
fire.
This is 336 Company, commencing operation.
793rd Company has arrived at the
70?
destination. Do whatever you
Oh,
must to break
that one I
through!
missed.
Togorev will be ours again!
Failed that one. More kitties. Couldn't tell for that. Oh, that one dodged before it did. 270.
Take steady aim!
Class 0 has breached the gates. Companies 336 and 756.
Let me help.
Engage the enemy.
Against enemies whose Phantoma you can harvest at least, you'll know that you did, most likely did a successful kill strike if you get green Phantoma from them.
336 Company, we're in the stronghold.
Battle Formation 1!
Kusabi! Code 90! They've breached the gate!
Alright, I'm here.
I can't tell if I'm getting actual kill strikes on these guys because I can't really turn the camera to actually look at them. It's only bad because okay, I'm definitely hitting the wall. Okay, there we go.
Help! The Guardian! Help!
Rip.
Emergency transmission. We've lost contact with Company 793 in the west. Units taking the stronghold. Proceed with caution.
How did they make it this far?
Ooh, I think that was 271. That was definitely way too late of reaction. Oh, I don't know about that one. No green phantom, so we will assume that was not. That maybe was one. That was definitely not. Kitty? Okay, so 272. Can I lock on the two characters?
Try this! Fire until you're out of ammo!
Can't tell if that was one or not. I think that was 273. 274. We know because he's doing the screaming.
Until you're out of ammo!
Imperial Commander Schmitz is present inside the base. Class 0, head there at once. Hold on.
Oh, I interrupted him. I'm sorry. I wanted to see what that dialogue was.
So, they don't call them demons for nothing, I see.
Move out! All battle-capable soldiers, forward!
Not yet! I have to save as many men as possible!
The target has retreated into the stronghold. Don't just stand there, Kippo. After him. Here's your next objective. Schmidt's in a small squadron of hold up inside the stronghold, and it's your job to eliminate them. So bloodthirsty, Kupo.
No, I can still.
I guess that was one. So I guess that was 273 maybe? I've already lost count, it's not obvious.
To the right!
274. These floors are so shiny.
Spread out! Forward march!
Glory to the Militesi Empire!
Base interior secured. We have successfully retaken Togoret's stronghold. The main army will now pursue the remaining Imperial forces. Class 0, you...
Launching support.
What happened? Respond! Where did that emergency transmission come?
Kupo?
Interrupting their own cutscenes.
What the?
It is so funny fighting him in later playthroughs because I've had battles with him as later boss fights take about 5
White
seconds.
Thunder is headed for
Very
Togoret.
funny.
Good. Now we just need them to wait until he gets there, as General Qater planned. Inform the troops in Togoret.
Sir! Attention, all troops in Togoret! This is Kusabi! You can get away with this! All together!
Get ready. You're going to help me test this new model.
Yeah, nothing's funnier than these dramatic intro, into the fight cutscenes, and then we beat him in 5 seconds, and then
Prepare to face the red demons.
Sorry about that. Class 0,
Feeling
you
boss.
have a new mission. Unknown Magitech armory quickly northwest of
he
the
needs
base,
to hold still.
preventing us from pursuing the retreating Imperial troops. We need you to take care of the unidentified Magitech armor immediately.
Hey, you home?
And that's just when I'm level 33 and he's level 19. I can defeat this mission on I think I was on no, I was not on Agito mode. Maybe I was, but I was like level 60 or 70, beating this man in 5 seconds flat. Even on higher difficulties.
It's time. Your actions will also face reprisal. Once again, if you survive.
That's his little catchphrase.
Coward!
A lot of Final Fantasy characters have catchphrases.
It's right there! Come on!
Guys, you could at least shout, "There's a lassie on the way! Get the fuck out of here!" You run past other people who aren't flying yet. That'd be nice. Sephiroth intro.
I'm detecting a Lassie in the Togrith stronghold! It's a White Tiger Primus Lassie!
Not surprising. Contact all units headed inside the stronghold.
Callsign Red, headed for the Togrith stronghold!
Impossible! A head-on collision?
What in the world is the crystal trying to do?
Order all units to retreat!
Emergency transmission. Lord Shiryu is headed your way. If you're hearing this, fall back immediately. I repeat, withdraw from the front line at once.
And like, that's just one of the good writing decisions they do in this. Like, this game is just so well written, even when some of the translations are a bit janky. Or there's sexism, because it's Final Fantasy, there always has to be fucking sexism and misogyny. But just, they're like, oh, there's a White Tiger Lassie, that's okay, we've planned for this, you can avoid him. Oh my god, what do you mean our Lassie's heading for a head-on fucking collision to fight their Lassie? Oh my god, everybody, get out of there. We're all gonna fucking die. The just immediate reaction change from Kurasame to show this is a big-ass deal, and then everybody, including Class Zero, having to run away. There's a slight jankiness in how it goes from us running from Togorath to an instant time skip of us apparently much further away, because otherwise we would have been blown up in that. Rubrum killed 10k, wounded 19. Concordia killed 700, wounded 1.2k. Milites killed 29,000, wounded 60,000. Keep that in mind.
Lassie in 500 years resulted in the obliteration of Rubrum's proud city of Togoreth from Orients.
So yeah, this game actually knows how to establish stakes. That was only mission... That's only story mission number 3. So not only have we had our entire freaking... let's just say country, because I'm not quite sure what the Dominion is exactly, like political-wise, what kind of system they operate. We know they have a consortium, but yeah, before the game even, as the game is starting, we know that our country has been almost entirely overtaken by an invading military force. We don't know how long that lasted for, but from the way a lot of people talk about it, it was at least a few weeks, maybe a few months. It's definitely more than just a few days, because a lot of people and a lot of dialogue from civilians is talking about how long and hellish it was. So it's probably at least a few weeks of military occupation wherein civilians are just being murdered and dragged into the sewers to be killed and all this shit. And then during our cadet's first deployment, Class Zero's first mission, which is assumedly weeks into the military occupation by Milites, because I don't know where Mother had us, but I know we were not staying in academia the whole time, so we might just have a little house out in the countryside where we're just chilling most of the time. Yeah, so people wouldn't notice any evil experimentation on children by Mother. That might be a non sequitur to you, but you'll see later. And then, yeah, first mission. Not only has the entire country been almost completely overtaken by a violent military occupation by Milites, they then drop a fucking nuke on another country's capital and just completely wipe the fucking kingdom out. Yeah, their kingdom, because they have a king. And then, story mission number 3, we then have one of our cities. No. We just lose our powers. The question, if that did not transmit into the microphone, which I think it does. This microphone seems to be a little bit better than the other one. No. If the Vermilion Bird crystal gets destroyed, we don't all just like automatically die or anything. We would just lose access to our magic. Which, considering Rubrum entirely relies on magic, they kind of suck without it anyways, because they don't even carry physical weapons with them. They just rely on magical constructs that they summon in and out at will. Would you think after the invasion they would develop a few more physical weapons for people to carry? But you know, overconfidence kills. Yeah, carry some rocks. You got metallurgy and stuff. Forge some swords that people can carry. I do find it interesting that Qater and King both use guns. Does that mean they're originally from Militus, maybe? Because we know our powers does not come from the crystal, so that's an intriguing possibility that may or may not get answered. Okay. But yeah, and then by the third story mission, one of our cities gets literally obliterated by, pretty much the living equivalent of a nuke. So, yeah, it's just... The story actually has stakes in it. We're establishing how deep of a threat these guys are. With real consequences. Like, if we go to Lorca on the world map, it's literally just a giant ass smoking crater. And there's ridiculously strong monsters there who are attracted by and mutated from the radiation.
Question for all 7 people, maybe watching this. Have you ever met a person named Ozma?
Kill them all right! Crush them! Fire!
And yet, I've met kids named Annie and Qater.
Well, I mean, those were from... Most people don't even know their books, because the 1939 movie.
People know that.
I want them dead!
All of the fucking people do.
Ooh, that was a failure. I don't think that one counted. Barricades, I hate them.
Let me help.
Anyways, we need around 15 more tip strikes.
Finish them off!
I probably should put this in cadet mode.
Show the Reds the savagery of war!
Officer.
Report status.
Because I'm just killing everybody instantly, even when I'm not attacking them with my Reaper turret.
Damn, what's going on?
I'm formulating theories about what is going on in the timeline based on what is going on in the Ozma.
All right, I'm here.
If it makes you feel better, the timeline itself gets fucked a little bit later as well, because, more like time dilation. Time dilation, can I please target the dude who's right there? Oh, no, he's already here. Okay, so don't try to do this mission for kill strikes when you're already over level. Not in case of
It's my turn!
I'm here to help.
1 to 9. Pretty much. Nariko and Nui, level 13, has joined the front. Or maybe left the front. Oh, I can't tell if that one made it or not. That might have been a slightly too delayed. Oh well, we're getting Phantoma, although I think we already have 99 white Phantoma.
You'll go no further! Sniper team, get to your post!
If I avoid killing the leader, these snipers will spawn in. So, I've actually lost track of what we're at, so we're just gonna sit here for a minute and check.
Fine. I'll give you a hand.
I have to wait a few seconds in between the kill strikey thingy popping up and attacking for the next one to show up, because it takes a second or two for his attack to arrive. So that might be 300. We'll find out.
They broke through?
If anybody else have to be playing this, wait a few seconds when you walk in here so you can target the field tank for the SO. We got a green antenna from that, so I don't think we did a kill streak. Let's see, did we get to 300? We're gonna have so much money. Nope, okay. Let's check his score. Drum roll, please. 293, so we just need 7 more kill strikes. And then we will have Ace's Hanafuda deck when we're only on chapter 3. And supposed to only be level 18. So that's fun. Let's go ahead and do the infiltration of Iska again. We'll go on cadet mode so we can just breeze through it once we got those 7. Oh, no, we don't need to change it. Let's go ahead and get an Idola, because then once we get those 7, we can just summon Ifrit and just kill people. Deploy the squad. We will refuse SP support just so I can swap to people easier.
Unit 13 here. We're beginning our diversion tactic. I will outline our strategy.
Class 0. Copy. There's a drain valve just up ahead. You can utilize it to let the water out of the waterway.
I don't know why it gives us that SP, that SO mission right then to defeat an enemy in 30 seconds with your active leader, because it happens when you hit that valve, but then it takes like 10 or 15 seconds. Well, it seems like it takes a while for the water to drain. And you gotta run all the way across the room just to find it. So we need 7 kill streaks. So we need... Come on, you can do it. 7. Apparently Deuce is considered OP by some players of the game. She just kinda seems useless to me, so maybe I gotta get her better abilities. Can I stop being knocked over? 5. Missed that one. Thanks, guys. But yeah, while we're just running around doing this, and I only have 5 things to keep track of, 5 numbers to keep track of, on the topic of media criticism and stuff, did you notice how in the last cutscene that we viewed from the Togareth takeover, that we get the Imperial Comm Officer's name, which is Kusabi, but while he's being addressed as Kusabi, and we know his name is Kusabi, he's still literally just titled as the Imperial Comms Officer, and he still just has a generic model. Did you guys notice that? Because we don't actually need to know his name. It's not a requirement, it doesn't really do anything for us as a player, he's not important enough to warrant having his actual model and dialogue be labeled as Kusabi. It's just a flavor thing. So it's neat, because we do hear him be referenced a lot. We see him say, hey, this is Kusabi. We've lost contact with blah 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 blah. What's happening out there? So over the gameplay, we know who Kusabi is. We know he's someone important on the notices. We don't need to know that, it's just there as extra.
Hurry.
The game itself is not going to draw attention to him by labeling him as an actual fucking important NPC by naming his NPC dialogue and model. He does not need a unique model because he doesn't actually matter as far as the plot goes. He'll probably literally get killed on screen or maybe off screen, and we'll only notice because they'll stop mentioning a Kusabi. That's not something I've ever actively noticed in my other playthroughs, but I'm paying more attention to the little details this time. It also helps that I can actually play this on the PC and not the PS4.
We won't last long.
Hey, attack me, Mr. Flan. Hey, attack me. Oh, I missed that. So, 4. Ugh, I missed that one up too. I mean, as soon as I hit that. These guys are killing it. Free.
Enemy movements are beyond expectation. Hurry, position the magnesite.
Yeah, Kusabi does not need a unique character model. He doesn't actually need to be named in dialogue. And by that I mean his dialogue does not need to have his name as a label. It's because he's not important. If you are a writer and you're naming and referring to every single one of your characters, your side characters, by name, instead of just giving them a base description for your narrating character to refer to them as, you're implying that those characters have an important role and that it is worth the reader's time, and implying that the reader should be making the effort to remember who these fuckers are. Don't do that. That's not good. You're literally just cluttering up your writing for literally no good reason. If you're writing a short story about a crew on a spaceship where only 2 of the people actually do anything, we don't need to know who the other fucking 12 people are. We don't need to know their names. We don't need to know their job descriptions unless it is relevant to the story. And yes, this is about rapport and Witch King and so many of Martha Wells's books. You don't need to clutter up your fucking writing by giving us 15 new named characters to try to keep track of every single frickin' short story you write. Especially when only the narrator and maybe 1 or 2 other side characters have any actual role to do in the story that does anything at all for the plot.
Dad A and Dad B, or
Yeah.
whatever actual fucking names that they would call themselves.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're doing limited third-person narration, that means that even though it's from third person and you're referring to your narrating character by name and pronouns instead of using I and they pointed at them, or they pointed at Ace and said to him accusingly, why was I'm sorry, bro, I just forgot your name. Why did you have Machina's brother on the battlefield? As opposed to... No, they've already been talking about that in cutscenes. No, that's one of the very early cutscenes we got. We even had a very awkward, from Machina's perspective, interaction with Ace, where he's like, Machina Kunagiri? Well, Machina's just standing there like, you're being weird, bro. What's with the weirdness? As opposed to first-person narration, which would be, they pointed at me accusingly and demanded, why was Machina's brother on the battlefield? So yeah, if you're doing limited third-person narration, that means that everything's being filtered through your narrating character's perspective. If you're doing omniscient third-person narration, where we know everything, everybody's thoughts, regardless of, and there is no actual narrator because the narration is omniscient, that's when you can refer to people by first name and stuff. But in rapport, Martha Wells once again fails to understand how the different narration styles even work on a basic level, because her stories are always limited third-person narration. We're not able to read everybody else's minds, except for when all of her characters can do that because magical reasons, and she doesn't want to actually have them struggle to communicate at any point to build tension or stakes or anything. We can't read everybody other characters' minds. We don't magically know their exact motivations for saying things unless the narrating character, Mary Sue, in a Mary Sue fashion, exactly guesses or assumes what their motivations are, and magically gets it right based on literally nothing. So we can't just magically read everybody else's minds. It's supposed to be limited third-person narration, which would mean when a story is being narrated from Iris's perspective, that, you know, if her two dads are in the room and they're talking, she should be saying, blah 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 blah, dialogue, insert dialogue here, my dad said. And then, yeah, Iris's dad said. And then her other dad, Iris's other dad, replied. No, instead, in her own internal narration, Iris literally refers to her two dads only by their first name without giving any hint that those are her parents. There's zero freaking cue at all to be like, yeah, those are her parents talking. No, it's just random people. Martin and Seth are talking. And it's just like, those names don't mean anything to anybody. Especially when you're not even reminding the audience, hey, by the way, these are her dads. It could have just, and she also calls them, in dialogue, she literally has the line to Perry, who she apparently considers to be a sibling. You're gonna upset Dad and Dad. Which shows that, again, Martha Wells just does not actually talk to queer people or understand how actual referential language and stuff. Yeah, like, people who have two parents of the same sex don't call both of their parents an unreferenced or unmodified dad. They don't say, hi dad. There's gonna be a fucking, unless it's literally an ongoing running joke or something. People, there's literally entire forum threads of people talking about how their families that have two dads or two moms or maybe three dads differentiate between the two, because, like, you can have a friend group that has 3 different people named Chris. You're not going to refer to them only as Chris. You're going to come up with modifiers to specify which fucking Chris you're talking about. You can have friend Chris. You can have brother Chris. We literally had my twin and a friend from high school had the exact same fucking name, and they, even amongst other friends,
just dealing
they
with
were
the
called
monsters.
Twin name and friend name to specify which one we're talking about. It's not hard. This is literally just a fucking thing of human communication. So no, Iris having 2 dads and growing up with 2 dads, that doesn't mean that she's going to refer to both of them as her dad. Let alone when they're in the same room and both are being referred to in the conversation. If she was talking to Perry and said, you're going to upset Dad and Dad, it should have been, you're going to upset our dads, plural, or you're going to upset our parents. Because
Those filthy red rats are crawling around the sewers.
Yeah. It's not even used as a joke in this. I think it's just Martha Wells just clumsily reminding us, oh yeah, Iris has 2 dads. Even though she effortlessly could have done that in a much more natural and less bigoted way that shows she doesn't actually talk to people who have gay parents or multiple parents of the same gender by saying dad and dad instead of actually giving them things that Iris actually refers to them in a natural way that differentiates between her two dads, because that is an actual thing people do.
And now it's like, okay, so they were, Princess kids were referring to her as, second mom or something like that. Back then, that seems to be implying alternate stuff. But now with this, it's just like, oh.
Over there!
So it's more likely that Martha Wells just literally
Let's get
not
them!
asked to do any basic research at all. Like it's retroactively making the rest of it worse.
Yeah, for anybody who missed it, despite supposedly writing about a non-binary characters and non-binary robots for almost a decade, Martha Wells has never actually apparently looked up the definition of non-binary, so she thinks it just means, in particular, she thinks to be non-binary, that means you have to be swapping, that means you have to be gender fluid, and physically, I guess, transitioning from male to female and back again. That's, like, I don't know about you guys, but if I knew that I had foot and mouth disease, and that I'm incapable of foot in mouth disease, if I knew I was really bad at... No. What? Okay. For cows? How do they put their foot in their mouth? Anyways, if I knew I had metaphorical foot in mouth disease, where where if I don't, where did that expression come from? Anyways, if I had metaphorical foot and mouth disease, which is an expression for saying something that comes off the complete opposite of what you intend, and doing this on the regular. This is something that happens in a lot of movies for dramatic effect when characters are being interviewed, such as in the live-action Scooby-Doo thing. I think Coolsville sucks. Being edited to the thing that Fred said because they.
I know how this works. I'm gonna say something totally normal, and then you're gonna edit it to say that it sucks or something. They edit it very angry saying, I think Coolsville sucks.
Yeah, that, but not with editing and stuff. If you just, someone asks you, hey, will your character ever learn to actually have any sense of self-worth and not be suicidal constantly and have any character development? And you say, haha, no, don't be silly. My character will literally be suicidal and depressed for the rest of their life. And that's just nothing ever changes and nothing ever will. It never gets better. I don't do character development, and you should not look forward for that in my stories, because it will never happen. That's foot and mouth. If I knew I had foot and mouth disease to the point that I have to go out of my way to get people to delete interviews I've done because I fumble them so badly in an effort to get political clout without understanding the words that I'm actually speaking and how they impact my own writing and how people perceive my books, I would simply not do verbal interviews. Like, I would only do interviews if I knew the questions in advance and I could write a little script for me to read off. And this was agreed upon between me and the interviewer.
Or,
and just
explain yourself.
Or at least explain why you're saying the thing you are. But I can't remember what started this, but yeah. It's just that it'll never not be funny because how do you fuck up that balance?
The gate won't open. What's going on?
But yeah, anyways. Oh yeah, because we were talking about Kusabi has a name, and he gets referred to by name, and he has his name set throughout the game, but his model is a generic fucking thing, and he's simply referred to with his dialogue as the Imperial Comms Officer, because he's not actually important to the plot. If you keep giving all your characters names and refer to them by name, if you give all 8 to 15 of your characters in a 7,000 word short story where only 2 of these fuckers matter, yes,
There's 15.
there's 14 or 15 of them.
Okay, and then said that we need to be counting Perry and Perihelion and Arch as going to be Arch mentioned in there, because I kept getting thrown for a fucking loop by the short nickname Perry, because it was coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. And it's just, you don't need, if you're a writer, in this case, if you're a game designer, Final Fantasy Type 0 does it correctly. Most of the people we interact with are just called Trainee, Class First Cadet, Class Second Cadet, Class 8th Moogle. The people we interact with who have names are actually capable of, they're actually characters who have storylines in this that we can unlock. Reyd, Mr. Lorica guy who's in the armory, Mitsuki, the autistic bomb girl with purple hair, Naghi, we can recruit them to Class 0. I knew that at some point on the PS4, but I completely forgot about it. But I can literally recruit them to join Class 0, and they can formally join Class 0 and don the red capes. That's a thing we can do in this. They won't become player characters, but they'll be part of Class 0, and we can unlock a super fucking overpowered item in our second playthrough if we're able to do it in our first playthrough here. I don't know if I've accidentally skipped those cutscenes or not, so we gotta make sure we're going to the armory, sorcery, and central command, and talking to Naghi, Mitsuki, Reyd, and Quan wherever we see him. So, anyways, Final Fantasy Type 0 does it very well when it comes to name, and naming only the people who are actually relevant or have things that we can interact with further to enhance our gameplay experience. If you are writing a book, a story, let alone a fucking short story that's less than 10,000 words, don't name every single character who shows up on screen, let alone imply that they're going to be important to the storyline enough for your reader to feel like they have to keep track of these over a dozen names for no reason. If they don't impact the plot, you can give them a name in passing in dialogue, but your narration should not refer to them by name if it's limited third person. It should just refer to them by a random descriptor or title. Like, you can...
Don't name your fucking waitress Barbara when just as the character is just looking at you. Like, the waitress can say, hey, I'm Barbara, I'm gonna be your waitress today.
Yeah.
We get a name of fucking somebody named Austin in Racorn just through Iris thinking about their existence, and then they never come up again. They're literally not in the story. It's just Iris mentioning their name. Not even this person saying, hi, my name's Austin.
Cool. Done. We already talked about it. I only have 15 minutes left.
Ridiculous.
So yeah. Kusabi has a name. We know his name, but we don't need to actually know his name, so he's literally just shown as the Imperial Comms Officer. He's just there for flavor and for us to maybe notice down the line when he probably vanishes. SO's completed. 1. Landed 300 kill strikes with Ace! Hanafuda, now available. This is gonna be hilarious, everybody. So, that was our objective. Oh my god, did that say I have 80,000 SP already? I think it did. I forgot to actually look when I clicked on it. We're unable to find a sparring partner. So, actually no. Qater, come here. We're gonna run to the Custarian real fast, because I gotta leave in 15 minutes. So we're gonna go buy Hanafuda for Ace, which for anybody keeping track at home, Hanafuda is, this is like an endgame weapon. You're not supposed to really have this until you're in the late stage of the first playthrough, if not maybe second playthrough, because 300 kill strikes isn't something people are typically focusing on when they're first playing the game for the first time. How many hours have I been playing? Total playtime 21 hours. You're supposed to be giving me stuff. Noble. Maybe that's only at certain times. Unless it's you. Nope. No knowing tags yet. We'll give you them when we got a bunch. But yeah, this entire game is designed very well, even with the slight jankiness from translations and stuff. Hi Queen, I'll talk to you later. Hanafuda. Okay, so we only have 8k SPP. I thought it said 80,000. I was like in shock for a bit there. Cards that increase attack by 58 and double the XP received. This is like in-game weapon, and we have it in Chapter 3! So yes, Ace, we would like you to come. So to put that into perspective, Ace's current deck for where we are in the game is the Academia deck, which increases attack by 8. And then there's Hanafuda, which we have just earned as Overkill, which increased attack by 58 and double the amount of XP he receives. So yeah, this will be fun. Ace is now an unstoppable killing machine, and if we get 300 kill strikes on everybody else as well, which will be much more slower, except for maybe Qater, she attacks pretty quick. I think Sice would be, or no, 7 would be my most annoying one, because I really don't like how weirdly paced her attacks are, even when I'm spamming the button, that they just, yeah, I need to start playing more as her. I don't like how her whip is so slow and such a random speed, seemingly random speed. So I'll have to play with her as her some more to be able to actually get some kill strikes as her. Okay, we're here as Qater, and we're gonna see, can we visit the lab? Because apparently I should be visiting here as each different character to be experimented on. Oh, that is gonna take up time. So we'll come back to be knocked out and experimented on later after we complete our expert trial, which we should be able to breeze through hopefully now. But we will do that later today. So let's go back so I can save the game and do secret training, but we have accomplished our goal of getting Ace, the Hanafuda deck, in Chapter 3, because we're overambitious like that. So this will be fun. So we're gonna go back here, and who is our lowest level person? What level are you? Qater. I think that's still Queen. Yep, Queen is still our lowest level at level 18. So we will end the play session here. We've successfully gotten Hanafuda. Everybody's ish leveled up. We have so much Phantoma. Sort. I'm gonna have to look up how to get more verdant Phantoma. I think that's just from killing stronger leveled enemies and stuff. But we have 99 of all of the base Phantomas, including white. I have 2 ivory. I'll have to look up how to actually farm ivory Phantoma if it's possible to do that. But yep, that is it for today. We have achieved our over-ambitious goal of getting 300 kill strikes with Ace. So we will, next episode, attempt the expert trial that we just failed repeatedly for 2 episodes in a row, and see how far we can get. So that is it. If you are in any part of the US, which pretty much the entire US as far as I'm aware, except for maybe tiny little parts where it's actively much colder than the rest, is in a extreme heat advisory today, please stay cool, have fun, bye bye.